My dear students, class 10, I welcome you to our channel Mind Mapping and our handle at the rate MNMP2024. Today we have taken a topic from chemistry for your upcoming CBSE examination or class 10 examination 2025. And this question we have taken from your sample question paper bearing serial number 2, and that's from chemistry. It is a very good question. It is a matching type of questions. So there are 4 stems in column A and 4 results in column 2. We have to match. But actually our purpose to discuss each stem from different point of view, so that your concept regarding the metals and non-metals will be clear and their reactions. The first is a metal that forms amphoteric. This is a very term. Ampho means both. Amphibian, amphoteric oxides. Okay. The first is metal oxide. So most of the metals, when they react with oxygen, okay, when they're heated up in oxygen and they are oxidized, they form metal oxides. And the metal oxides, most of the metal oxides are basic in nature. Okay, this is very important. So let's come to, okay, so here copper is a metal. You see, copper is a metal. When oxidized, when heated up in presence of oxygen or in air, but a copper oxide is formed. It is a compound and its color is black. This question was asked and it is given in your activity. Okay, so this phenomenon is called oxidation, addition of oxygen. So copper is oxidized to copper oxide. So the process is called oxidation and that powder is called black in color. Okay, now you see, then you see metal oxide, copper oxide so formed, and the metal oxide, copper oxide, this is called copper 2 oxide. Cuprous oxide and cupric oxide, this is called copper 2 oxide. Copper 2 oxide and reacts with acid, hydrochloric acid. Okay, so what are the products? You see salt plus water, copper chloride and water. 2 molecules of copper oxide, 4 molecules of hydrochloric acid, products 2 molecules of copper chloride and 2 molecules of water. Now you see, so in the beginning I told you metal oxides, there most of the metal oxides are bases, they are basic in nature. So here base plus acid. Now you recall the formula. Base plus acid, that is called neutralization reaction, that is salt plus water. So it is an example of neutralization reaction. Base plus acid, salt plus water. So what is the for copper chloride? And this question was asked. This question was asked in previous year exams. The color, that is blue green color. Okay. So this color is called blue green color copper chloride. But copper sulfate, that is blue color. Remember it. But copper chloride, the blue green color. Blue green color. Okay. And this question was asked. Now you see another metal, let us consider aluminum. Aluminum is a metal and when oxidized it forms aluminum oxide. Now 4 molecule of aluminum, 3 molecule of oxygen, 2 molecules of aluminum oxide. Now show 2Al2O3. So aluminum oxide, similarly zinc when oxidized or heated up in presence of oxygen, the new product, the product is zinc oxide, that is ZNO, ZNO, that we have to balance it. Now we multiply 2 here and 2 here. Okay, so oxygen is 2 atoms and zinc 2. Okay, now I committed a mistake. Okay, That is just I skipped. Okay. So we got two oxides. Okay. Now we show zinc oxide. So two oxide, aluminum oxide and zinc oxide. They have a special nature. They have a special nature, but they are both acidic and basic. They show both acidic nature and basic nature. That's why the two oxides are called amphoteric oxides. So here one is here aluminum. Out of two, we got one answer. In respect of A, we got one. So why they are called amphotic oxides? So we have explained. Now you see aluminum oxide plus acid. So metal oxide means base. So base plus acid. Now you see aluminum chloride plus water, salt plus water. So that is base plus acid, salt plus water. Okay. That is also neutralization reaction. So remember this. This is actually now it is a base and it reacts with acid. And the same base, okay, aluminum oxide reacts with the base. Okay. So both acidic and it reacts with both acid and base. Now aluminum oxide, metal oxide, base and reacts with the base. And this question was asked. This question was asked in your previous exam in previous board exam. That is sodium hydroxide is a strong base. Okay. Now you see a product is salt that is called sodium aluminate. This formula was asked and this reaction was asked in your previous year exam questions. Sodium aluminate plus water, the salt plus water. And now you see we got actually aluminum oxide reacts with acid and aluminum oxide reacts with base. That's why aluminum oxide shows amphoteric nature, both acidic and basic nature. Now we got aluminum. Similarly, zinc oxide reacts with hydrochloric acid, that is zinc chloride salt plus water. And similarly, zinc oxide, that is metallic oxide, this is a base and this is a base plus base, sodium hydroxide, that forms sodium zincate. And it was also asked. This question was asked. This compound, the formula of this compound was asked in previous year's exam. So sodium zincate plus water. This is salt plus water. Okay. Now we got sodium aluminate and sodium zincate. Please note down, two are very important for your from your examination point of view. Now clear? So now out of aluminum and zinc, two aluminum and zinc, two metals. Out of them, aluminum is here. We got one. So now come to. So you please look at this one. So reactivity series before going to the metal or non-metal and the reaction, please remember this table. And these are the metals arranged in descending order of their reactivity. Means potassium is highly reactive than sodium. Sodium is highly reactive than or more reactive than calcium. Calcium is more reactive than magnesium. Similarly, magnesium is more reactive than aluminum. In this order it is. But this is the reactivity series of metals. But you see hydrogen here and it kept inside one square brackets. Inside two square brackets. Why? It's called a non-metal. How is a non-metal? But you see all metals by actually losing electron they become cation, means positively charged ion. And hydrogen shows that property. Like metal, it also forms H plus ion. That's why it is placed among the metals. You see, and copper, this mercury, and this silver, and this gold, the four are less reactive or least reactive. Okay, so please remember this. Because why? Because one is highly reactive metal can easily displace the low reactive metal. From that point of view, you have to remember this series, and the question is being set in order. Suppose in jumbling order of their reactivity. Okay, out of that one series, that is like AP arithmetic series, arithmetic progression. So like potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, and you see magnesium and iron, zinc, aluminum. Which one is correct? So four options are given. This type of question was asked. Okay. So now come to the point number B. A metal which melts which when kept on our palm. You see, palm means room temperature. That metal melts. Okay. So there are two metals, that is gallium, the symbol is Ga, and caesium, Cs. This symbol is not given in your book, but it is given. Okay. And the two metals have low melting points. They melt when kept on our farm. Okay. Now this answer we got. Then a metal that reacts with acid. Oh, so metal plus acid, that is, they release hydrogen gas. Salt plus hydrogen. Salt plus hydrogen gas released. Okay. But you see a metal, out of that you see a metal that reacts with acid. You see, simply you see, that is gold, around the gold. It is least reactive, it doesn't react with acid. Okay. So you leave that one. Okay. Now this series is helpful to identify this is not reactive. This doesn't react with the acid. Then which metal that reacts with acid? That is manganese. We have mentioned here magnesium and manganese are two metals. They react with nitric acid, and nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. Like, that's why other metals like don't react with the nitric acid. So your magnesium and manganese, this question was asked. Magnesium and manganese, they react with the strong oxidizing agent, that is nitric acid. Okay, to release hydrogen gas. So now you got manganese our answer. Okay, for in respect of C. And a metal which cannot displace hydrogen from acid, you see. So it's the lowest. Okay, even it cannot displace because it is the lowest and the least reactive metal. It cannot displace hydrogen. When magnesium can displace and iron can displace, zinc can displace, but copper cannot displace. Copper is below hydrogen, and the mercury can displace, that silver cannot displace, and thus gold can displace. Okay, now we got four answers. So this is all about our preliminary discussion about this question. Four stems and four answers. We have to arrange them in order. So you please arrange at home. It is your home task, and hope you have understood the basic concept of the reactivity series, its application, and amphoteric oxides and their reaction with acids and bases. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to watch our next video, that's from physics about prism. Okay, prism and the phenomenon of dispersion. We shall discuss in our next video that has been asked in your sample question paper. Stay tuned to watch our next video.